What is going on? Welcome to Greggles TV. This is all about the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and the newest information that we know, and all put into a laundry list of information that we can talk and digest. Talking about the Snapdragon 8 Elite with potentially only 7 cores out of the 8 cores running on the Galaxy Z Fold 7 to help with heat, to help with overheating, and to just help with performance over the long term as the phone gets warmer. The performance will go down, and there's not a lot of room since this phone is so thin. So you got to do something like that. 12 gigs of RAM. Doesn't look like from the rumors that they're touching the RAM. It's gonna be the same RAM we've had for the last 7 years now. Yeah, that's right. 256, 512, and 1 terabyte of storage. Those haven't changed either. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Displays, this is where the biggest change is for me. That's 8.2-inch main display and a 6.5-inch cover display. And everything is going to be just bigger, wider, more room, better multitasking, better front display usage for all of your apps. Just better overall experience in general. This is gonna be one of the bigger reasons to upgrade to this from any of the previous Galaxy Z Fold phones. More screen real estate, more immersive, more fun, and I just love that. The 2600 nits of brightness should be on both displays inside and on the outside display, and that matches up with their S25 phones as well. Cameras, supposed to be a 200 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide, 10 megapixel telephoto, and a 10 megapixel selfie. And also to go along with that with a 4 megapixel under panel camera, which is on the main display or under the main display. But the big takeaway from this would be the 200 megapixel main camera. Finally, we're gonna get what we should be getting, but really good photos. Excellent photos more times than not, comparable to the Galaxy S25 Ultra. This S25 Ultra has a 200 megapixel, as does the S25 Edge, at least per rumors, and the Z Fold 7 does as well now, finally. Which makes me think S25 Ultra, or S26 Ultra I should say, will probably finally get a boost next year if I had to guess. 4400 milliamp batteries reportedly not being touched at all, which is a bit of a disappointment, but when you add in the Snapdragon 8 Elite with only 7 cores potentially, and regardless, 8 Elite is a more efficient processor. When you factor those two things in, we should get better battery life than the previous generation, but at the same time, I just can't imagine it's gonna be like, instead of going from, let's just say all day battery use, it goes to 2 days of use, or if you're getting a half a day, it's gonna go to a full day. I don't think it's gonna be anything that crazy. I would think it's gonna be at most 1 to 2 hours more of battery life, like real life usage, and even at that, I just don't think that will even happen, but we'll see. I'll be happily wrong if that happens. 45 watt wired charging and 25 watt wireless. That's what we're supposed to be seeing, at least on the wired side. We haven't heard too much about wireless. The wireless is a guess based off the S25 series, where they have 25 watt Qi 2 wireless charging if you have a magnetic case that you can attach to a 25 watt wireless charger. But having a 45 watt wired charging, it's reportedly what it's coming to with the Z Fold 7, again to match the S25 Ultra. Wi-Fi 7, again to match the S25 Ultra. New improved speakers, again to go along with the S25 Ultra. Speakers are supposed to be one of the other big things improved on this phone. They're already pretty good, but they're supposed to be even better with the Z Fold 7. New hinge, new glass, less crease, and that makes for a better overall design. If you're gonna have more powerful glass, less crease on the display, and a new hinge, which just makes it overall better in general with all three of those things, that's a win for the consumer at the end of the day. New thicker S Pen to go along with that glass. The glass is supposed to be different on this. It's not gonna be like an ultra thin glass. It's a new technology, similar to what they did with the Z Fold Special Edition. This one will have a thicker S Pen than previous generations. I guess in order to be able to use it, there must be some kind of technology built in to the S Pen that allows it to be used on that new type of display. Galaxy Z Fold will measure 158 by 4 by 143.1 by 4.5 millimeters compared to the 6, which was 153.5, 132.6, and 5.6. So you can see it's going to be taller, wider, and thinner. So obviously they thin it out, they're allowed, and they can easily make it taller and thinner because of those two things. New vapor chamber cooling system. Now that's going to help obviously with the Snapdragon 8 Elite, and not a lot of room in there since it's so thin. So that makes sense why they would, recreate the vapor chamber or just improve it to make things better so that you can use it for longer periods of time and not lose performance. Button layout looks the same as last year. It's what we've been hearing, and it's pretty much the same as well, sticking to that mantra of changing some things but not changing other things. You can see the cameras look really close to what they've done in the past. July 2025 should be the launch, probably like middle or end of July, and then the launch of the phone should be end of July or first week of August. So man, it's basically the last week of February. So we'll just say March, April, May, June, July, 5-6 months we should have the Z Fold 7 in hand, which is crazy fast. Price should be the same as last year. Shouldn't see any price increases or decreases with the Z Fold 7 versus Z Fold 6. It should be the same, and that's a good thing, I guess, when you look at the grand total of everything with a new processor and brighter displays, bigger displays, better main camera, faster charging, Wi-Fi 7, improved speakers, new hinge glass decrease, new thicker S Pen. If it's not going to be inserted, but you'd be able to you buy one and use it. New vapor chamber cooling. That's like almost 10 things when you look at it that have been upgraded, and to not get a price increase is a really good thing. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.